So today marks 1,000 days since the Russian invasion into Ukraine, a grim milestone in Europe's deadliest and longest war since the end of the Second World War. The United Nations Security Council convened a meeting on Monday where the Under-Secretary General Rosemary DiCarlo highlighted the devastation that Ukraine has suffered in the last 1,000 days.
1,000 days of widespread death, destruction, and despair that continue unabated for millions of Ukrainians. 1,000 days in, this war rages on undiminished.
Ahead of the UNSC meeting, Ukraine's Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha hailed US's decision to allow the country to strike Russian territory with American-supplied long-range missiles and said that this could be a game-changer for Kyiv. He also said that the longer Ukraine strikes, the shorter the war is going to be. However, the U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said that they are not confirming any policy changes regarding use of Ukraine's U.S. weapons in its war against Russia. Now, it is not clear if there will be limits on Ukraine's use of the armed tactical missile system, also known as the ATACMS, as there have been on other U.S. missile systems. The deployment could, at least initially, be limited to Russia's Kursk region, where the Ukrainian troops have seized territory earlier this year. But Miller did highlight that there's been an overwhelming support amongst the American people, as well as in the Congress, for providing aid to Ukraine, and is assured that the Biden administration will get all of the aid out of the door before leaving office.
If the incoming administration wants to take a different view, that is, of course, their right to do so. And I expect in many cases they will do so. But it is our duty to fulfill the mandate that the American people gave to President Biden, and we will continue to do that.
All right, so that is what the American spokesperson still insists upon. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that the Russian strike overnight has killed about 7 people, including a child, in eastern Ukraine's Sumy region, which has faced an increase in the deadly attacks. Meanwhile, the International Chemical Weapons Watchdog claims that it found banned CS riot gas in shells and soil samples provided by the country from where the Russian forces have been fighting. Based in Hague, the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW, strictly bans the use of riot control agents, including CS, which is a type of tear gas, as a method of warfare. Now, OPCW highlighted that it is the first time that the use of riot control gas has been confirmed in areas where active fighting is taking place. However, it did not elaborate on the source or the origin of the toxic chemicals. Now, Britain and the United States have accused Russia of using the toxic agent chloropicrin as well as riot control agents since its 2022 invasion of Ukraine.